Folks, if you thought the nightmare of illegal Chinese-linked biolabs on American soil ended with that horrific discovery in Reedley, California back in 2023, think again. Just days ago, on February 1st, 2026, FBI agents in full hazmat gear raided homes in Las Vegas, Nevada, uncovering what appears to be another unlicensed biolab stuffed with refrigerators full of unknown biological samples. Vials labeled with some of the deadliest pathogens on Earth: HIV, Ebola, COVID-19, tuberculosis, malaria. And get this, the property is directly tied to the same Chinese national who was behind the Reedley lab scandal. This isn't some conspiracy theory. This is real body cam footage from the raid, leaked and shared widely online. We're talking over 1,000 samples seized and sent for testing. How many more of these ticking time bombs are hiding in plain sight across America? Today, we're diving deep into the facts, the connections to China, and why this exposes massive failures in our national security under the current administration. Stick around, you need to know this. Hit that like button if you're tired of our borders being wide open to threats like this, and subscribe for more unfiltered truth. Let's start with the backstory, because this Las Vegas raid isn't happening in a vacuum. Back in 2023, local code enforcement in Reedley, California, a small town in the Central Valley, stumbled upon an abandoned warehouse running an illegal biolab. Inside, nearly 1,000 lab mice kept in inhumane conditions. Many had to be euthanized. Thousands of vials of biological materials labeled with infectious diseases like chlamydia, E. coli, hepatitis, HIV, malaria, tuberculosis, and even Ebola. The operator, a Chinese national named Jia Beizhu, who went by aliases like Jesse Zhu and David He. He was running companies called Prestige Biotech and Universal Meditech, entities accused of manufacturing fake COVID tests, pregnancy tests, and other medical devices, often with funding traced back to Chinese banks. Zhu was arrested in October 2023 on federal charges: conspiracy, wire fraud, misbranding medical devices, and lying to the FDA. A bipartisan House Select Committee investigation revealed disturbing ties. Zhu had stolen American intellectual property, fled judgments in Canada, and had connections that raised red flags about potential links to the Chinese Communist Party. Local officials begged the CDC and FBI for help, but reports show federal agencies dragged their feet, even hanging up on calls at one point. The lab operated unchecked for months. Americans were rightfully outraged. How does something this dangerous happen right under our noses? Fast forward to 2026. Intelligence tips lead the FBI and Las Vegas Metro Police to raid 2 homes in a quiet northeast Las Vegas neighborhood, one on Sugar Springs Drive. Body cam footage shows hazmat teams using drones and robots first for safety, then entering locked garages turned into makeshift labs. What they found: multiple refrigerators and freezers packed with vials of unknown liquids, some clear, some colored, gallon containers of mysterious fluids, high-end lab equipment, centrifuges, biosafety hoods, red drums of chemicals, bags and bags of samples, over 1,000 in total, now shipped to FBI labs for testing. Sheriff Kevin McMahill described the scene as highly complex, with materials that matched in appearance those from Reedley. Special Agent Chris Delzato confirmed they're testing everything methodically. Property records tie the homes to an LLC linked to, you guessed it, Jia Beizhu, David He, and his associate Zhaoyan Wang. Zhu is still in federal custody awaiting trial on the Reedley charges, considered a flight risk because of his China ties. His wife fled there with their newborn after the first raid. One property manager, Ori Solomon, was arrested for improperly handling hazardous waste. 3 innocent renters were evacuated safely. Officials are quick to say, no confirmed public health threat right now. The same line they used early in Reedley before the full horror came out. Testing is ongoing. But folks, vials labeled Ebola don't just appear by accident. This is bigger than one bad actor. This exposes systemic failures that put every American at risk. How does a Chinese national, already charged with running an illegal biolab full of deadly pathogens, end up with properties in another state continuing similar operations? Catch and release for dangerous foreigners? Lax oversight from the Biden-era FBI and CDC? Remember, the Reedley report highlighted potential CCP connections, stolen IP funneled back to China, fraudulent medical supplies during COVID. Now another lab, just miles from the Las Vegas Strip, tourist capital of America. One leak, one accident, and we're talking potential bioterror on U.S. soil. Under the current administration, we've seen record illegal immigration, Chinese nationals crossing the border in droves, spy balloons flying overhead unchecked. Is this coincidence or infiltration? Representative Kevin Kiley, RCA, who's been fighting for answers since Reedley, just posted, An illegal biolab was just raided in Vegas, directly linked to the secret Chinese lab found in California. Congress must pass legislation to close these loopholes. He's pushing bipartisan bills for better federal oversight. But where was the urgency years ago? This is what happens when you prioritize open borders over America first security. Deadly risks imported right into our neighborhoods. America deserves better. We need mass deportations of criminal aliens, sealed borders, and zero tolerance for foreign threats, biological or otherwise. Demand Congress act now. What do you think? Is this CCP espionage or just gross negligence? Comment below. Share this video far and wide. The mainstream media is burying this story. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for updates. This is the Newsroom Global, standing for truth and American safety. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.